Coach Toyin. Welcome to my social media live show. I do have an in studio show in person here in Aurora, Illinois. But usually, from time to time, I come on social media to engage and welcome everyone from different parts of the world. I have YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse running at the same time. So, welcome everyone from all the platforms. We are all in the same spot at the same time. So, this is going to be engaging. I want it to be engaging. So, if you're new here, you're welcome. And those who are already used to my space, you already know we want to engage. It's a two-way conversation. I'm not just talking at you, right? I'm not doing that. I want us to engage. I'm going to share, I'm going to teach, and then you get to ask questions, contribute, provide insights as well. And I see more people joining. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know where you're joining from. You can use the chat space to engage as well. Feel free to let me know what you do as well. Hey, I see you guys. Thank you. Feel free to come on stage if you'd like to engage. Also, on Instagram, there's also a feature if you want to come on video. Let's say you want to ask a live question. This is one of those sessions where it's really going to be beneficial. One of the things I say about sales and business development is that what you put into it is what you get out of it. And the more active you are, okay, we learn by doing. In business, we learn by doing. Many times people read books, people listen to podcasts, you watch YouTube videos. But here's the deal: you can watch Arnold Schwarzenegger do his thing. If you don't go into the gym to practice, you won't develop the muscle. You're not going to develop the skill, right? So in my academy at Academy, there are tons of workbooks, 40 plus courses. And those who graduate from my program, they're good to go because they would go through the heart of repetition and practice and the discipline of showing up to do the work, right? The only way you learn how to sell is to attempt, is to sell, right? And the only way you're going to master what I'm teaching today is to practice. Okay, what you put into it is what you get out of it. If you don't engage, if you don't talk, there's something that happens to us as humans in our mind is that the more we play around with words, I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller. Okay, the more you play around with words, the more you write, the more you practice, the more you discipline, you improve. Okay, so this is an opportunity when we gather this way, and I tell you, okay, engage, ask questions, come on stage. This is an opportunity for you to develop skill. I'm creating a space for you a trusted, safe space for you to practice. Many times, people attempt to practice with a client. This is why you people fail, right? In my school, we practice so that when we show up into the marketplace, when it's game time, we are on point. If you don't have a place where you practice, where you learn, a safe space to develop skill, listen, those who achieve success in life, okay, whether in sportsmanship, whether in media, when you are seeing them, it's not practice. Beyonce is not practicing on stage. Beyonce has practice coaches, voice, she has like actors, they have coaches, business leaders, they have coaches. When you see them achieving success, is because they have private spaces, private support groups that help them improve their skills so that publicly, right, they can perform. Politicians do the same. You don't practice your speech on the stage, not on the campaign trail. Like, you don't practice, you practice privately with your team in safe spaces. Most people in business, you've got to have safe spaces. That's what my school is for. We practice and then we go out and then we show up, we win, we come back, we practice again. This is a secret of success. But many times, people just go out into the public, they just say, buy my product, buy my services. They turn up and they're like, why are they not buying? The reason is because we can see all your flaws, right? We can see all your flaws. You've not worked out Your language, you've not worked out. Your value statement, you've not worked out. Your brand, and you're showing up like we can see it all. Okay. So, what I do is create these spaces. So, when I encourage you to engage, trust me, when you engage with my teachings, my programs, you will transform, you will improve, and you will get better results. It's like you're in class and you don't want to do the assignment. What are the assignments for? The teacher knows that they might teach you the technical skills, but trust me, if you don't do this, if you don't practice, you've not learned, you've not gone through training. You don't know. If you don't do practical, you can spend 1,000 hours on social media in classes. Listen, the reason I teach the way I do, that's why I talk about training. I'm a trainer. That's why I focus not just on content, right? Not just on content, not just on books. I go into practical in my schools, tons of workbooks, right? Because for you to build a business, you need to develop skill. Okay, I've beaten that one down. So you know what to expect. I, CM Anderson, I, Caleb. Thank you everyone for joining. Okay, I am very particular because the results, all the results you want are possible with the right skills, systems, strategies, mindset, relationships, support. You can achieve it. You can achieve it. You can achieve it. But the results you're currently attaining is based on the level of skill, knowledge, right? Strategy, systems, or lack of it. So it's always about improving. And one of the things I also say is speed, right? Sense of urgency, speed is something that is important in my school. Those who want to achieve success faster, sooner, better, that's what we do in my school. Okay, let me dive into it. So I've set the expectation, right? Hi, Caleb. How are you today? Good to see you. Good to Awesome. Okay, so you know what to expect. You've been around. You're irregular. Awesome. Okay. So let me dive into it. I also said an audio, LinkedIn audio earlier, right? But I'm going to dive deeper. The topic is about learning how to sell more with your value statements. Value statements. I'm going to lay the foundation, okay, with helping people understand that if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, what it is about is creating value, distributing value, exchanging value, that is monetizing value. You're going to create value, right? It's about exchanging it for another value, which is money. So the value exchange is where sales sits at. Sales is what facilitates the exchange of value for value transaction. Everything you do before that is just setting you up for the transaction, right? So my programs, mindset, branding, marketing, customer insight, market research, lead generation, right? Customer journey maps. The 10-week accelerator sets you up so that at the point of value exchange, you're ready to go. Okay? Now, what we all talk about in the world of business, we talk about product and services. This is the universal language we use to describe tangible value, intangible value. Okay? Things we can touch, we call it products. Things we cannot touch, that is conceptual, we call it services. That's the birthplace of these two words, product and services. But one mistake that people make is when you now say, I'm selling product and services, and you stop right there. And you say, oh, what are your products? What are your services? And you narrow the conversation around products and services. You're missing a huge opportunity to sell more. Your products and your services, take note of this. I want you to remember this forever because I train entrepreneurs for a lifetime of success. Your product or your service, okay, they are vehicles that deliver value. Okay? They are a pipe, they are a conduit, they are the agent, they are the connecting line, they are a bridge, they are content. I'm trying to find the way to help you understand this. They are the means to an end. Your products and your services, they are the means to an end. They package a solution. Solutions are embedded in product and services. Your ability to communicate the value embedded in your product and your services is what helps you sell them. So if all you are doing is buy my product, buy my service, buy my book, well, there are millions of books in the world. What sets yours apart? What's inside your book? There are many programs in the world. What's in your program? What's the differentiating factor, right? What's special about your stuff? That's the question. Let me stop there and get some reactions. CM Anderson, come up stage if you're available as well. And those on Clubhouse, see you guys. Yeah, come up stage, send an invite if you would like to engage as well. It's going to be powerful for you. Like if you need this level of help, you need to engage, right? Because the value statements is what differentiates people who make money and people who don't. Okay. Caleb, did you want to say something?
So, yes, what's your approach for value statement? You feel it should be tied around emotions or just or plain service, like the problem that is being tried to solve?
Okay, I like that question. See, we're already getting there. When people ask questions, listen, the equation will be solved. A question is an equation that needs to be solved. To answer your question, right, around emotion, right? The first thing I want you to think about or to answer your product and service, the solution embedded in your product or your service, is it removing pain or is it delivering pleasure? You
Both.
okay, explain.
So, okay, products I've talked about now. Let's say risk management system, for example. It's just making life easier, taking all those plenty stress of things people have to do manually. Now it's now automated and automatic. So
Okay, so it's
it's
removing
removing
pain.
pain, and it's also I see it as giving pleasure, maybe the perspective.
What level of pleasure is that? Very low. You are removing what people don't want to do anyway. See, this is the power of engaging. I'm going to make you go deeper. Pleasure is a very heightened emotion. Vacation, spa, luxury. The energy behind those things, they are very, very high. Okay? So those who sell pleasure, this is why we are consumers. We consume shoes. Consumption is driven by pleasure, the pleasure of self. I desire. There's a different there's a different emotion tied to high pleasure. Partying, concert, things that give you a high. Literally, what the emotion delivered, those things, those experiences deliver. Listen, you feel it in your body. But you're removing pain, right? It's still a solution. But listen, how many people even want to go to work anyway? If you are just giving them less work to do, you are removing pain. Work is pain. So if your solution is helping them work less, you are removing pain. Go ahead. Make sense? Caleb. Oh, are you still with us? Okay.
Yes, it does. It does.
So
Thank you. But are you still with us? Yeah, I am.
Go on.
You're about to explain.
Yes, I wanted to add on more there, but I
You're
want to
about to explain
also,
the pleasure part.
yeah, I also wanted to ask. Okay, okay, let me. You want me to explain? Okay, you will be pleasuring people if you were throwing a party for them. Pleasure is something we indulge in. Okay. But if you go to a dentist is removing pain. If you go to a doctor, is removing pain or preventing pain. But if you are providing efficiency to someone on their job, you are removing pain. You're not pleasuring them. Trust me. People don't even want, if they don't have to show up to that job anyway, they wouldn't show up. You're just helping them not to do what they would have loved to avoid doing anyway. But if you tell them, listen, I'm going to what this solution would increase your salary. If you say if you buy this, you're going to make more money easily. Right? You start stimulating a different type of emotion. Okay, let me stop there. Go ahead.
Wow, that's cool. Wow.
You see, you are smiling right now. You see, the feeling is different. Why you smiled is that something clicked in your mind. It delivered a feeling for you that made you laugh and smile.
True.
People d-
Very true.
people don't realize that education will give you power, and lack of it, you feel powerless, hopeless. That's what I'm selling. I'm selling you power, enlightenment. Education will give you power. I'm selling enlightenment. I'm selling self empowerment. I'm selling, right, speed of success. Because you stayed here in this room, because you experienced this type of training, you will achieve results faster than somebody that doesn't take this type of training. That's what I'm selling. I'm selling speed, I'm selling enlightenment, I'm selling empowerment, because people who have this level of, right, exposure and information, guess what? You will feel powerful. You feel unstoppable. Nothing can stop you in selling anymore. When you go through my mindset programs, you will remove all those narratives, everything that make you feel I can't do this, I can't do this, anything that makes you feel limited will be eliminated. And then we'll give you dose of power, doses of power. That's why we talk about knowledge is power. Listen, those who have knowledge, they have power that they deploy to achieve results. And those who do not have knowledge, they will feel weak, they will feel inadequate, and they cannot get results. That's why you invest in knowledge. You see, the value statement is different. Do you see that shift? How I make you feel by going through my class, what you know, right, will give you, will set you, you will feel, wow, now I can do what I couldn't do. Now I know what I didn't know. Now I have the skill to achieve the result. That's why knowledge is power. This is why we invest in exclusive things like this. So your ability to craft that kind of value statement, not, oh, buy my product, no, to help people understand, right, the results you deliver. That's the game changer. And your ability to craft it in such a way will also influence the price and how people perceive your price, because value and price are always in competition. If your value statement delivers, okay, an impression of value, accordingly you can price to the level, right, of your value statement. So for example, the value statement of Louis Vuitton makes him charge $800 for a shoe, right? The value statement makes certain brands charge 2,500 for a handbag, 5K, 50K, whatever, for a commodity. And those who haven't delivered, if they just say, oh, just buy a shoe, pay less, their value statement is pay less. You go in there and pay $15 and you pay less and you get a shoe for pay less. Their value statement is pay less. Another value statement is pay more. But the question is, Why do you want me to pay more? Then they answer the pay more with craftsmanship, this, right? They start telling you story, high fashion, glossy, celebrity, made by celebrity. Oh, and then okay, it makes sense. If it was made by a celebrity and okay, I can pay more. But those who didn't come with that value statement, they will quickly tell you pay less. And so you agree this shoe is $15 or $20, $25. But those who do not agree will tell you 800 for my value statement. This shoe, listen, made by the best ABCD, made in Italy, red bottom. Oh, can you see the pointy? Can you see this? When you wear it, you command attention. When you do this, oh, elevated status. You're paying for elevated status. That's the value statement of an $800 shoe. It's not a commodity. It's no longer a commodity. The same thing is true in the automotive industry. If all you're looking for is transportation, listen, you pay less. But if you're looking for status symbol, if the value statement of the car is status symbol, pleasuring you, you pay more. We pay more for pleasure. When different car brands, they no longer sell you a commodity, because those who sell you a commodity, you pay less for commodity. If it's just move me from here to here, if the value statement is this car works, this car lasts, this car will not break down, then you will pay at the level of the value statement. Another car brand will tell you, listen, the symbols, the signs, this shows that you've arrived, that you are wealthy, classy. Oh, this is a class symbol. We will pay more to attain the value of the class. Oh, Robert, listen, tell them, please. Mr. Robert said, with this level of knowledge, people can create generational wealth, never have to worry about money and your family. That's it. That's what my school. That's it. That's a value statement for my academy and my programs. The knowledge I deliver will allow you to create generational wealth, and you wouldn't have to worry about money. Listen, Mr. Robert just thank you. Do you see the power of engagement? Do you see the power of engagement? You need to engage, you need to think, you need to communicate. Mr. Robert Scott just delivered a value statement of why knowledge in wealth creation will help you create generational wealth. You will not worry about money right? Sales, professionalism, sales skills. Listen, sales is ultimately the skill of wealth creators. Fact. You're going to sell something. You're going to create value and you're going to sell it. Many people know how to create value. Many people have the skill of product creation, service creation. But very few people have invested in the skill of the exchange, the ability to exchange what you created for money, monetization, right? Sales sits at the exchange and that's where money is. When you're creating a product, listen, you will invest. That's the process of creating services sucks energy, right? It requires energy. It's like as a farmer, when you're sowing the seed, you are giving energy into a substance. You are expecting the return. If you plant a seed and you don't know how to harvest it, you waste everything. Sales is that point of harvesting everything you've done. And those who know how to sell, they don't need to know how to create. As long as you can sell, you can help other people sell. Because not everybody that created a product know how to sell their product. This is why I always say train yourself. You can do all this work. You can create the best product and services in the world. But if people don't know you exist and you don't have the skill to engage with people and communicate the value in a way that is compelling and that they desire it enough to exchange for money, you will still be hungry. It's a skill, and it's the skill of wealth creators. Like, if you don't do anything else in the world, if you learn sales, listen, that's it. It's the knowledge that people use to create wealth. It's sales. And it is the one skill most people in the world do not have, particularly as close to poverty, right? I've talked about the skill. Wealth creation, right? There's a class of wealth creators, the thinking, it's a belief system. Wealth creation is a belief system, right? Where you take specific action, there are sets of behavior, there are sets of thinking, there are sets of action that supports that belief system. If you enroll in that process, you will build wealth. Poverty itself is also a belief system of lack. Wealth creation is a belief system of abundance, that you can create value from thin air, that you can tell a compelling story to sell. Listen, it's a class, it's a school. It's, if you are not enrolled in that knowledge, you are not there. Many people are enrolled in poverty mindset. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, the world is this. Oh, it's the government. Oh, this. And they will never ever wake up to understand that you are the only one that matter to your success. That how you think and the skills you have and your exposure and all of the investments you make in yourself can move you from here to the other side. That you can move yourself, you can mobilize yourself from here to there. And many times people also go into survival. The traditional education system moves you from zero to survival, dependency on the employer. Nothing wrong with it. I just call it out so that I create awareness. As long as you're in a state of mind where you feel constrained, okay, you feel limited, that the actions you can take, the decisions you can take, you feel limited, you've not moved into the wealth creator zone. Because wealth creators, they see the entire world. Okay? They see relationship. Relationship is one of the tools of wealth creators. Even if I don't have it, somebody else does. Your own lack cannot stop you from creating. But in the other's extreme, what they don't have is the reason they don't make progress. In the wealth creation standpoint, if you don't have knowledge, you can find it. If you don't have resources, you can find investors. Whatever you don't have, the belief that you can find. Creativity. So on one extreme, people focus on lack, what they don't have. On the other extreme, people focus on the world. There's abundance in the world, abundance of skill, abundance of resources. What you just need to do is put yourself in the right space, build the right relationship, connect with the right people, access the right knowledge, and then you can do more. It's a belief system. It's a belief system. Everything you need to do what you want is right here on planet Earth. It's in somebody's hands. It doesn't have to be in your hands. But wealth creators will go to the ends of the earth to get everything they need to cook the soup they want to eat. It's like going to the market. You want to eat spaghetti. If you don't believe that there is a marketplace that sells all the ingredients that will help you cook the soup, then you've not grasped this. Because many people will say, the reason I'm not eating spaghetti is I don't have spaghetti in the house. I don't have this. I don't have this. So I'm not eating spaghetti today. Wealth creators will say, I want this life. I want to create a multi-million dollar business, right? Then they will sit back and say, what do I need? You see why mindset work is right? The way people think. Which spectrum are you on? This end or this end? You see why people don't cross over? Because as long as you are stewing in the middle of I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, you can't cross over. That's why even in the Bible, for those who are Christian, God will always ask you, what do you have in your house? Because he doesn't work with lack. God doesn't work with all this list of I don't have. He works with what can you acknowledge that you have within you? What do you have? Because whatever you have, you can trade with, you can exchange to get what. Okay, I just went all there to the philosophy of wealth creation, philosophical side of wealth creation. Okay, who is next? Amir, it's been a minute. Oh wow, feel free to come up to the stage. um yeah, sales is the skill of wealth creators. Okay, so back to your value statements, and I'm probably going to wrap up quickly if there are no questions, of if people do not have time to engage. I listen, the only reason I come to social media is to engage. Okay, because when you ask the right questions, you will solve the right problems. And one of the things I do as a trainer, the way I teach in my school, I want to develop you. I already know what I know. Right? So what happens is it's not just a transfer of words, it's a transfer of doing action. And this is the saddest thing ever. If you don't take action, if you don't listen, if you don't engage, if you don't wrestle, thinking is hard work. But the depths, all the solutions in the world, the best things in life, the best value in life, you have to dig it out. Thinking is how you dig out solutions within you. So when people are on the surface, most people are on the surface, they are looking for easy answers without work. They don't want to do the work, but they want the result. That's why most people do not do this thing. Okay? This is why most people do not do this work. Okay? So I'll just wrap up here. My school, toyinyumesiri.academy, listen, is where you go to develop the knowledge, the wealth creation knowledge. It's a game changer. You're never going to be the same again. Because at the end of the day, there are skills tied to wealth creation, right? And most people do not have those skills. And then that's why they struggle. So, in wrapping up, there's still so much, but let me just talk about just parting words here. Value statements will influence the price you can command in the marketplace, your ability to tell what the value is. In fact, whenever you hear yourself giving free, the reason people give free is because they cannot demonstrate value. And sometimes you've seen it, people offer you something free. Even free, people don't download. There's a lot of complex things going on. There's a workbook in my school available, right, to my members, where I talk about the mindset of the person receiving your message. So, first of all, you work on your mindset, you work on your skill set, you craft your message. But there's also to be factored in the mindset of the receiver. And one example I give is that if, let's say, you're selling dentistry, you're a dentist, and you're selling the message, your value statement, I can help you make your teeth whiter. I can help you, even the value statement of whiter, there's another layer to it. I can make you look more attractive, right? Right? I can make you look more wealthy, whiter teeth. Like, you see my point? It's not just come and fix your teeth. We can tie a high value statement to services and products. Right? So one basic dentist can say, come and fix your teeth. And anybody walks in and they pay basic money. Another dentist will say, I'm a celebrity dentist. I only work on celebrities, multi-million dollar, platinum recording artists. Celebrities come to me because, listen, we want to make their teeth, like when you're on the stage and you're smiling, your fans are like, oh,
That sells. You will pay more for that dentist. You will pay more for celebrity dentist because it takes care of the most important teeth in the world. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see the effect of that language? Versus your dentist around the corner that says, come and fix your teeth. No, there's another value statement that says, listen, premium, high this. Yeah, we pay more for that. Now, if the dentist takes a message to the marketplace, the mindset of the receiver, if they don't need teeth fixing, if their tooth is not decayed, if they don't want it to be white and shining from the stage where fans are like, raving fans are like, oh, go, go, right? Then the receiver will be like, it's nice, but I don't need it. So the statement you present gives people an opportunity to make a decision whether they value your value or they need your value. Your statement to the world is how people decide how to engage with you. If you say nothing, you get nothing. If you deliver low vibe message, you get low vibe. You attract people with low vibe. If you deliver high vibration value statement, you will match and attract high vibe people. So if I go all high vibe and I say celebrity dentist, if you're not celebrity, you're not coming. And I don't even want you to come. Because celebrity dentists, you have to bring big fat checks. You must be ready to write big checks. You know why? Your teeth matter to your profession. Your teeth is very important to you if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you're an actor. More than, okay, guys, this is when I teach. This is when I teach in my school. Go down to this level. The teeth of an artist, of a celebrity, is expensive. And they will pay, and they have big account to pay the pricing. Your value statement connects you to a specific vibration. Make sense? Okay. Let me stop there. See, Amanda, seeing Sandra. Does anybody want to ask any question? If not, I'm wrapping up. I'm closing this out. Like Mr. Scott said, listen, the knowledge that Toyume Siri delivers, right? The knowledge that she delivers will help you create generational wealth, and you wouldn't have to worry about money anymore. Mr. Robert Scott, that's it. That's what he said. Right? This is why people pay people pay money to learn sales, because once you master the skills, this is learning how to fish. You can fish for life. And when you don't know it, people still struggle. Hey, thanks for the gems. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That's it. It's a wrap. Join me in my school, toyinumesiri.academy. Join my membership. Access all my classes, entrepreneurship and business development classes. Because one thing I've just done is to shift the structure to give people access, right? To subscribe to access, because you can access these solutions anytime. And one of the things I'm doing differently than other people, right? I'm selling entire programs instead of selling you individual courses. Oh, if you want to learn branding, pay this. If you want to learn marketing, pay this. If you want mindset program, pay this, pay that, pay this, pay this, pay this, pay this, right? What I've decided to do is put it together as a 10-week accelerator. It's a year program condensed into 10 weeks. You can complete it in 10 weeks, right? It's an accelerator to success. You will learn in that 10 weeks it will even 10 years people haven't gained. Okay? And then it's now subscription based. So when you enroll, when you get done, even though there are tons of resources, you can stop your enrollment anytime. So you enroll, you access, you take the classes, and then you graduate. But in that academy, there's also ongoing classes, money mindset programs, millionaire mindset training, coaching, on and on and on. So check it out. That's the new structure behind its subscription. Okay. toyinumesiri.academy. So join us. You can have your fill of classes, right? A ton of stuff to help you build, grow, and scale your business faster. On that note, thank you so much, everyone. This has been fun. This has been fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'll see you around.